Welcome to Work Truck Source YouTube channel. This is Hank Cannon with Bellamy Strickland Isuzu. I'm here today to talk about a truck that most of y'all are familiar with. Not a lot new on this, so you'll be comfortable with it, but there are some things I do want to point out. We're not going to take it for a test drive today. We're just going to go over some key highlights of it and let you know what's changed and what might benefit you. First of all, this is the NPR. It's rated at 12,000 gross vehicle weight rating. It's a gas chassis. We're going to be talking about those. Now, they also make this in an HD level, which gives you a little bit larger tire and wheel package, handle up to 14,500 gross vehicle weight rating. Pretty much the same truck other than that. So focusing on this one. This is a crew cab. They're available in two different cabs. That hasn't changed. You can get the regular cab, you can get the crew cab. Different wheelbases. You've got 150 inch on the crew cab out to a 176 inch wheelbase. What that translates to is it can give you up to a 16-foot body. This particular one is a 176 wheelbase. I've chose it because it is our most popular configuration. We sell this truck to the landscapers in Georgia. We sell them across the country, but of everything I'm asked for, this is probably the most popularly asked for vehicle. So let's look at it. Now let me show you a couple changes. It looks very similar, but if you notice, we've got a matte silver finish grille, a little bit of design change on the headlights. They've got LEDs in them now, which also includes your running lights. There's a little bit of change on the side marker lights. Other than that, it's going to be what you're used to seeing, but they've refreshed the look for you. Now, since we're here, one of the main advantages of this is if you notice how the Isuzu's got tremendous visibility. Now, if I can get my guy to pan out a little bit, back up, I can show you where I'm standing. This is pretty close. This is about where that driver's going to be able to see my toes. That means if a kid's walking in front of it, he's going to see them. If he was in any of the competitors' vehicles, they've got that big nose on the front. They're going to have to be way over there before they can see that kid walking in front of it. Could be a dog, could be a piece of equipment. Gives you more safety. You can see out of these trucks. Coming to the side, can't see it, but underneath here we've increased the fuel capacity. Now they did this as a running change around 2020 with the 2020i version of this truck, but they went up to 38.6 gallons and they changed the fuel tank composition to a stainless steel. Benefits you because in the past with a steel tank you can get rusting on the inside. That's going to equate to clogged fuel filters, to leaky tanks. They're going to last you longer. Plus you've got a larger fuel tank which is going to get you further on the road, so it cuts down time you have to stop at the gas pump. So your crew's going to be a little bit more efficient. Speaking of that, it's got a bigger engine. They're using the 6.6 liter, which again was introduced as a running change in the 2020i. This is the same General Motors engine they use in the 2500 and 3500 HD trucks, so it's a very familiar engine to most people out there. It's one that you can get worked on and it's tried and true. It's larger, gives you 350 horsepower. My clients tell me they appreciate it, they feel that power. They're not afraid to pull out at an intersection now. But the good thing is it's tried and true. Everybody knows that motor. You might be thinking, well, that's a bigger motor, more horsepower, it's gonna have to suck more gas. No, sir. It is a fuel sipping technology they've incorporated in this new design. Coupled with aluminum heads and a cast iron block, you've got an engine that's got technology in it that actually is probably gonna give you a little bit better fuel economy, noticeable than what you would get in the former 6.0 that they ran in it. So don't be afraid of those extra horses, you're gonna appreciate them. Inside the truck, of course, they've got an 85-degree opening, which translates to you can get in and out real easy. If you're bundled up in the winter or if you're wearing shorts in the summer, it doesn't matter. Plenty of grab points. You can get in and out without having to fight it, and you're ready to set your truck and get ready to work. What I stepped on is a self-cleaning pad, which is big enough for work boots, but it's going to wipe the mud off when you go in. You got a place for the mud to fall through. Kind of handy. Not much has changed inside. I'll show you when I get out what has changed, but you do come equipped with a Bluetooth stereo they put in at standard. It's got power windows and locks, tilt cruise. It's even got a CD player for you old school folks who want to listen to some of that music you used to. but you can also use it as a workstation. You've got a USB connector, so you can plug your computer right up to it, and you got a place to hook in and do things. Still got the same storage up above, still got the good open window. You can see the curb right beside you. It's got good mirror visibility. Speaking of mirrors, watch this. You hit that tight driveway, or you hit a tree somewhere close to you don't want to hit, well, you can fold them in and get a little bit of extra clearance, and you don't have to worry about resetting it because it goes right back to a detent that puts it right in position. But let's say you're backing up and you do mess up. It goes both ways. Just thought I'd point that out. Going back inside, if you look at this, we've refreshed the interior, and it's still a nice durable tricot cloth in there, but they've got a blue and gray crosshatch pattern, which just dresses it up, makes it look a little bit more modern. Since we're looking in here, you notice there's 3 seats in the front, 4 in the back. So on the crew cab, you can have a crew of 7 fit comfortably inside this vehicle if you need them to. Now on the regular cab, they only seat 3, but that's typically what most people need. One of the most impressive changes they made for the 2023 model is they went to 4-wheel disc. So we no longer have that lazy drum in the back. We've got a very responsive, instantaneous disc brake, and they are ABS, all 4 wheels, so you don't have to worry about skidding out of control. But that is a change they made in 2023, was they went to the 4-wheel disc. Now it's rear disc as well as front. So I think you'll find that an advantage. Now, I know we're talking about the truck, but I just wanted to show you the body. I said this can take a 16-foot body. That's true. Why has it got an 18-foot on there? Well, 14-foot of flat and a 4-foot dovetail. You gotta have 9-foot of ramp to drive your mowers on top of them, otherwise they tend to get too steep. So this one does fit all the parameters of a 16-foot body with this dovetail section, so it works without any chassis modification whatsoever. You can modify these chassis. One interesting thing is that Isuzu has an engineering department. I can call anytime I want. If I think I can put something together, but I want to make sure it fits and works proper, with a phone call, I can submit my information to Isuzu, and they'll say, yes, that works great. So we can make them longer for you under certain circumstances if your vehicle needs it. Altogether, not a lot of changes, but you do have a more modern truck that's going to do a job for you better. Isuzu backs it up. They know they've got a winner. They've got factory warranty that covers pretty much bumper to bumper everything that they built for 3 years, 36,000 miles. Of course, it doesn't include the body because they didn't build the body. But they guarantee the powertrain for 5 years out to 75,000 miles. There's some items that they carry out to 50,000 that are specific to the emission system. They know this truck's going to last. They're not afraid to back it up. They're so confident in it. They offer a 5-year, 150,000 mile warranty at a very, very, very low $450. I haven't had a customer that said no to that yet. I think it's just smart insurance. Even if they know they're not going to drive that many miles, it's nice to know it's on there. But as Isuzu trusts it, they're not going to have to worry about it, so they protect it. Now, if you're concerned about maintenance needs, you don't need to be. First of all, your first 30,000 miles or 2 years, all your oil changes are covered by Isuzu, so that's no money out of pocket. Okay, what about the rest of the time? Well, they offer what's called a PSMP. That's basically a prepaid service plan. It's available based on the type of driving and the miles you expect to do over the time period. We custom tailor it to the client, and you basically pay for what it would cost you as if it was today. And you know how prices have changed over the last couple of years. They won't change. You're going to get today's prices guaranteed on the PSMP. Now, if you don't use them all, let's say you thought you'd need 2 sets of tires, but you only use 1. You got leftover tires on there. I paid for them, I didn't get them. Okay, well, you also paid for transmission services you didn't need, for other things. There may be a balance due back to you. They refund that money to you. You don't have to worry. We take the best guess based on your driving habits, tailor it to you, and you don't have to worry about losing your money because it'll come back if you didn't spend it. So that's pretty important. I do expect there are going to be some questions and calls about these trucks, and I'm happy to answer them. You can reach me either by email at hank@bellamystrickland.net. You can reach me on my YouTube channel, and if you do see it on the YouTube, please click that like. I'd appreciate it, and I can provide more of these if I get enough likes. There are some specific things to the vehicle, but like I said, not a lot has changed, so this is going to be a short and sweet video. If you'd like me to discuss everything about the truck, I'm more than capable and I'm happy to. Just contact me. You can reach me at 770-480-6672. Again, I'm Hank Cannon with Bellamy Strickland Isuzu, McDonough, Georgia. Thank you.